Hello, dear fans, friends, and subscribers. This is your host Ram, welcoming you to another edition of the daily cricket show, Cricket Happenings. And on this Cricket Happening show, it is going to be it is going to be cricket news, but in the main, it would be the England team that has been selected for the ODIs against Scotland, and also the ODIs against Australia. So it's very interesting. So the England one-day squad has been selected for both the ODIs against Scotland and Australia. We'll be talking about that and then have a look at some brief cricket news as well. So looking at the squad here, the England one-day squad which has been selected to actually play for England against Scotland. Morgan will lead the team. Moeen Ali, Johnny Bairstow. Sam Billings has taken Butler's place, so they have decided to rest Jos Buttler, and Jos Buttler has been given some rest for the Scotland ODIs. And Alex Hales, Liam Plunkett is back in business after missing that particular tour against New Zealand, as you would remember. So he's back into business. And Adil Rashid, Joe Root, Jason Roy, Ben Stokes, David Willey, Chris Wokes, Mark Wood. So that's the composition of the team. Now, and also, so that is as far as the England one-day squad, which will be taking on Scotland. But the most interest would be as to what would be the squad for Australia. That is the really crunch games which are coming up. So the Australian series, Morgan is the captain, Moeen Ali, Johnny Bairstow, Jos Buttler, and then Jos Buttler comes in. So Sam Billings is not there for the Australian part of it. Jos Buttler, Tom Curran, Alex Hales, Liam Plunkett, Adil Rashid, Joe Root, Jason Roy, Ben Stokes, David Willey, Chris Wokes, and Mark Wood. So that's the composition of the team. Now, one does not see the name. Yes, Chris Wokes is there, yes, Chris Wokes is there. I was just trying to see whether Chris Wokes' name was actually figuring on that or not. So I do see Chris Wokes' name is figuring in that, so that's great. So that is the team that has been selected to go to Australia, and one knows what a tough tour that is going to be as and when that happens. And other than that, I'm trying to see whether I can talk about something in this team here. So Roy has been really struggling, as we know, after hitting that very very big innings that he played of 180 against Australia and Melbourne. Jason Roy has not even scored a 50, so it would be very incumbent on him to definitely score to keep his place in the team, according to me. And other than that, let's have a look at some cricket news now. And again, today also it is going to be a very short cricket show. There's not much cricket happening, so basically it's all about, in general, it is all about only cricket news, as you would know. So other than that, dear fans, I know that I'm taking some time of yours here. Unfortunately, the system is a bit slow and just waiting for things to pop up so that I can speak about it. Now, as you know, the second test match is coming up against Pakistan. Pakistan already 1-0, 1-zip up in the two test series, so England would be definitely wanting to win the next test match at Headingley in Leeds and actually square the series. So they have a real job on hand here. And also the good news is, sorry, not the good news, there's the bad news for England. Ben Stokes, who did very well, one thought, with the ball, not with the bat, but he's someone who has picked up an injury and he's in doubt for the Headingley test match. and his place has been taken by Sam Curran. Now, Sam Curran is Tom Curran's brother. Tom Curran has already made it to the England team, as you know. He's also there on the trip to Australia as well. Now, as far as Sam Curran is concerned, just to give you a bit of insight into him, I'm told that he bowls much quicker than his brother Tom Curran, and also he gets to swing the ball in a similar vein as to what the former Pakistani bowler Wasim Akram used to do. So that is really something that one is wanting to see. And he's also, the other good thing is that you can term him as an all-rounder, and he can also bat as well, and he can really make some good runs. Now, the other news that I would like to share is that from Bangladesh, as Bangladesh would be taking on Afghanistan in India, and Mustafizur Rahman has been replaced. Now, that is a big blow for Bangladesh, because Mustafizur Rahman, according to me, was a real key in the scheme of things, and it is very difficult to see that Mustafizur Rahman is not going to figure due to an injury, and his place has been taken by Abul Hassan, who has been doing very well. He has been bowling pretty quickly in the domestic tournaments, and he has been the highest wicket taker as well. So he has got an opportunity to actually take Mustafizur Rahman's place, but one does not know whether he would be really filling in so well as to match Mustafizur Rahman, because Mustafizur Rahman is a different class altogether. So one really wonders, but one has to wait and watch. And last but not the least, the news that I would like to share is that Graham Smith, the former, as you know, there have been a lot of talk going on nowadays about T20s are the ones which are going to be in vogue, and T20s are the ones that the public is going to like it, and cricket is going to be something which is going to be totally T20, and the classic version might slowly find its way out. Probably, as you know, now they're converted it to day-night test matches. So Graham Smith, the former great captain of South Africa, successful captain at that, and also now the cricket commentator for South African cricket, has definitely got a very different opinion. He has said that one should shelve the T20s, and one should market tests in a nice way, in the sense the test matches should be marketed in a nice manner to keep the tests alive. And he has given an example of the Indian captain Virat Kohli, who really brings the crowds with his batting in test matches. Now, that is something, a very pertinent comment according to me, but Graham Smith is the only one who has deferred, one could say, and has a different opinion, saying that T20s have to be removed, and test matches have to be marketed well to keep it going. So it's very interesting. So I don't have much to talk about. I'm just going to wind up my cricket show for today with this piece of cricket news, and it's about time for me to say good night to you all by promising that I'll be up with my next cricket broadcast tomorrow. Until then.